And we welcome you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte Catholic High School, the spot tonight for our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. It's the Cougars taking on the Patriots from Independence in the second meeting in the regular season between these two teams in Southwestern 4A conference play. Hi, everyone. Kendall Lewis here with you on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week tonight. Glad you're tuned in with us. Here's a look at the Southwestern 4A conference standings. Right now, you see with Independence leading at the top, 6-0 in conference play, 14-4 on the season, and Charlotte Catholic in third right now with a game above East Meck. As we take a look at our players to watch here in this one tonight, our player to watch for Independence, Tosh Alberga, with 10.7 rebounds a game and just under 4 blocks a game for the Patriots. This is a guy that's getting interest from Division I and Division II schools so far this year. And he's going to be playing college basketball at the next level for sure. And as we flip the script over to Charlotte Catholic, get a look at our player to watch tonight. This guy does a little bit of everything. It's Chris Egan. How about almost a double-double score on the year, 14.5 points a game and over 9 rebounds a game for Chris Egan, who will have to be big tonight. Again, the first time these two teams met, it was a 59-45 final score, Independence with the victory. Take a look at Independence. We showed you their head coach, Preston Davis, in the huddle right there. They're 6-0 right now in the Southwestern 4A Conference, 14-4. And again, we've still got at least 3 weeks of the regular season left to play. So look at Charlotte Catholic again trying to gain some ground on Butler, who's 6-1, and they've got East Mac nipping at their heels. This is all about playoff seeding. A big game tonight. Independence in the green and the gold, Charlotte Catholic in the white with the light blue letters and numbers here. Cougars in the white, Independence in the green. Here we go. Tosh Alberga to jump it up against Chris Egan, and the Patriots win the tip here to start the game. You get a look at Cameron Jasper, who's got an offer from Talladega. Will handle the rock first for Independence. Boy, Independence has been steady. Again, they played a really good non-conference schedule, and 6-0 in the conference play as Gates takes it away. He'll bring it up the floor for Charlotte Catholic. Here's Chris Egan, our player to watch, over 9 rebounds a game, one of the best rebounders in the conference in the Southwestern 4A. Egan trying to go to work. Oh, tough spin move, and he gets it to go. How about the footwork from Chris Egan? Well, it's going to be a fun battle inside tonight with Egan and Alberga. That is 2 of the best forwards in the conference. Might be the top 2 forwards in the conference going at it underneath tonight. Cameron Jasper controls the rock for Independence. Back out front, slicing in. That's Caleb Jasper. He'll kick it. 3-ball long, and rebound controlled by Noah Knock, who will bring it up the floor for Charlotte Catholic. Here's a shot fake in the corner from Noonan. He'll drive, kick, extra pass, corner 3, and David knocks it down. How about a 5-0 start for the Cougars? Caleb Jasper handles the rock. Colby Johnson in the game as well for Independence. Step back Jay, no. Egan clears the boards. Almost 2 minutes into the first quarter. Driving baseline, and a whistle and a foul against the Patriots. That's the first team foul here at the 6:02 mark as we take a second look. A strong take from Eddie David, who just knocked down that 3. And he'll be at the line to shoot 2 for the Cougars on this 5-0 start in the first 2 minutes of play here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week as he tickles the twine on the first. Charlotte Catholic enrollment of about 1,300 students here. They are actually one of the smallest, if not the smallest, 4A school in the state of North Carolina. One of two at the stripe goes Eddie David. Here's Tosh Alberga, our player to watch. Kicks it out. Jasper into the paint. He'll rise for two. And Jasper's off the mark. And Egan another rebound. Tell you what, that's already 3 early rebounds for Chris Egan. Good back cut there from Noah Knock. Back to the front. Knock will call the set with 5:20 to play first quarter. Knock, quick, shifty guard. Gets into the paint, kicks it back out for Noonan. You got to love this. Lots of ball screens, cutters, and reversals in the Charlotte Catholic offense. David elevates for two, you betcha. And Preston Davis wants a timeout. 8-0 start for Charlotte Catholic. And we'll take a break. We got a good one tonight on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. .80 start for Charlotte Catholic over Independence, who is unbeaten in Southwestern 4A Conference play. And I tell you what, if you're head coach Mike King of Charlotte Catholic, you got to be pleased with the way your team started this game out. It is loud in here at Charlotte Catholic High School. And Independence just a lid on the basket right now. As this one's tipped out of bounds, it'll stay on this end with the Patriots. So again, Independence won the first meeting, but that was back on December the 12th, 59-45. Cameron Jasper, who has a college offer, controls the rock. He'll kick it. Johnson will try a three. Off the mark and a whistle and a foul underneath against Charlotte Catholic. And that's going to be team foul number 1 on the Cougars. Here with 4:38 left to play, first quarter. Get this one into Johnson. Good spin move. Johnson, no. Alberga cleans it up. And Tosh Alberga, who is our player to watch for Independence, with his first 2 points of the game. And Eddie David connects on his second triple. How about this 11-2 start for Charlotte Catholic tonight? 12-6 overall. Look much better than a 4-3 team in conference play. Jasper, high off the window, gets it to go for 2. Boy, tough take for Cameron Jasper. Charlotte Catholic gets it back out front to Noonan. Liam Gates going to work. He can't get the turnaround to go. And Johnson skied for the rebound, and then they turn it back over. Here's the kick out. Gates will try it from 3 in the corner. And rebound Independence. And Patriots want to push that pace when the opportunity presents itself. Corner 3, no. Alberga to work, no. Missed the bunny from close range. Numbers for Charlotte Catholic. And a whistle and a foul as David's going to go back to the free throw line for the Cougars. And you get a second look at the whistle and a foul against Jasper. Team foul number 2 on the Patriots. And Eddie David back to the free throw line for Charlotte Catholic. Again, we talked about this tonight is positioning in the conference, but state playoff seeding as well. Charlotte Catholic right now is in 3rd place in the Southwestern 4A. Independence clear cut at the top. They've got a 1-game lead over Butler. And you start thinking about when you're on that 3 line in your conference, the difference in getting a home game, maybe multiple home games, if you can slide into that 2 spot. As David hits them both. Charlotte Catholic has never trailed in 4 and change into this. They started out on an 8-0 start. Caleb Jasper surveys, kicks it back out front, 3-ball from Thomason, good. Yancey Thomason, a guy that has gotten better defensively from last year to this year, connects on the 3. And long on the 3-ball the other end as Neely had it taken away momentarily. Thomason, the touch pass inside. And the Patriots missed a couple of shots from close range here in the first quarter. Charlotte Catholic a chance to build on their 6-point lead. Inside to Egan, and he finishes over Alberga. Tosh Alberga, the top shot blocker in the Southwestern 4A, as Egan just finished right over the top of him. Here's Thomason, hit that 3 just a moment ago. Trying to drive in is Jasper. David, nice move, throws it away. And a steal from Neely. Numbers for the Patriots. Blocked off glass. Kept alive on the second try that time from Zion Bosley Slade. He had it altered. And Charlotte Catholic going to set it back up here with 1:44 left to play in the first quarter. We mentioned it, lots of movement in the Charlotte Catholic offense. Cutters, screeners, and reversals. And a whistle and a foul against Independence here at the 128 mark. That's the 3rd team foul on the Patriots here with 1:28 left to play. Will maintain possession, will the Cougars of Charlotte Catholic. I mentioned got off to that 8-0 start to begin the game. Raucous environment, raucous student section tonight at Charlotte Catholic. Oh, sweet shovel pass inside and rejected. From 3 again. And Thomason couldn't knock it down. Offensive rebound, Jackson Neely. And a reach-in foul against the Cougars. That's their 2nd team foul here with 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Dribble drive from Nick Barnes. He'll pull it back away. This is Cameron Jasper. Game clock at 50 seconds here, first quarter. Jasper, nowhere to go. Gives way, good spin, the kick. Barnes looking to drive, picks up his dribble. And Neely gets it back out front. And a whistle and a travel. Turnover back to Charlotte Catholic. With 32.6 seconds left in the first quarter. Well, Charlotte Catholic has matched their largest lead at 8 points here. After beginning out 8-0. Here's Egan at the top. He's their top scorer. We highlighted in the open. Corner. Bergeron looked at it. Game clock is down to 7 seconds. Knock trying to make his move. It's at 4. And the drop off looking for a backdoor cutter. It's out of bounds. And it'll be Independence basketball with 1.2 seconds left. Catch and shoot scenarios. Jasper heaves it. And off glass. The first quarter comes to a close. Charlotte Catholic leading 15-7. We'll take a break on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. (15-7) lead for Charlotte Catholic as we come back to you on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. The Cougars have never trailed in this game as we get set to begin the second quarter. What, Charlotte Catholic 4-3 in the Southwestern Conference right now. They don't look like a 4-3 team here so far tonight. Independence 6-0 in sole possession of first place right now. Mentioned a Charlotte Catholic win tonight. Would inch them closer to second place. Butler has one loss in this conference. Off a curl, Eddie David. Gives way, Dinkin. In the lane, rejected. Swatted away by Macharia. And back on the other end comes Independence. And Zion Bosley-Slade draws the foul. So we take a second look. Tell you what, that was a big-time block from the freshman Macharia, and he blocked it back in play that led Independence on their break as Bosley-Slade goes to the free throw line. With Zion Bosley-Slade, guy that Coach Davis calls the Energizer Bunny on this Patriots team. Goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. 15-8, 7-point lead for Charlotte Catholic here. Not even a minute into the second quarter. Good spin by David. Leaves it off for Dinkin. Oh, nice move. Oh, bucket and the foul. On the spin cycle, Drew Dinkin. Take a second look. And a chance to complete a three-point play. And he does just that. Largest lead of the game for Charlotte Catholic. Catching fire from Jasper at the top. And off the mark, big rebound. Big possession here for the Cougars. You mentioned 10's the largest lead of the game for Charlotte Catholic. The Independence in the danger zone here about midway through the second quarter. David, tough shot, no. And Zion Bosley-Slade the rebound. Had it poked loose from behind. Well, I tell you what, good hands there by David, who poked it loose cleanly. David looking for the step through, drops it off along the baseline. Inside, John Riley Gregory goes to work and draws the foul. And he's going to shoot a pair for Charlotte Catholic. We showed you those Southwestern Conference standings at the top of our broadcast. Charlotte Catholic tonight trying to hand Independence their first loss in conference play. Charlotte Catholic, both of these teams were good in the non-conference portion of their schedule. Charlotte Catholic 12-6 overall. 3 of those 6 losses have come here in conference play. And Independence desperately needing a bucket here on this possession. Just over 6 to go, second quarter. Baseline jumper, won't drop. Offensive board, Alberga back up. Couldn't get it to go, but he's heading to the free throw line for the Patriots. Get a second look. Tosh Alberga, kid that is attracting interest from multiple different levels collegiately. He's off the mark on the first free throw. Mentioned Tosh Alberga, was talking with Coach Davis earlier this year about Tosh and his ability to alter shots. He's so long, 6'6", but plays much bigger than that with those long outstretched arms, the ability to alter shots inside. And Egan trying to take it, shuffle the feet, and it's a turnover back to Independence. Cameron Jasper brings it up the floor for the Patriots. Back out front. Jasper trying to drop it off to Alberga, out of bounds. And last touched by Independence. It'll go back to Charlotte Catholic. Chris Egan out front. Liam Gates in the corner. David off a curl. And fouled shooting the 3. And that's costly if you're Independence at this point. So we take a second look. Third trip to the charity stripe for Eddie David here in the first half for Charlotte Catholic. Tickles the twine on the first. Well, right now, Independence just can't stay out of their own way. We mentioned they trailed by 10 just a moment ago. Second one short. Well, this win tonight for Charlotte Catholic could go a long way. Again, there's still 3 weeks of the regular season left in Southwestern Conference play before you get to the conference tournament. And 2 of 3 at the stripe goes David. 11-point lead for the Cougars. And Independence, just cold shooting start. Johnson looking to slice in. Alberga out front, flashes high. Back to Cameron Jasper. Euro step in the paint. Aiden Davis, he'll try it from distance. And Egan collects the rebound for Charlotte Catholic. And And then jump ball. The Arrow's going to keep it on this end with Independence. You know, folks, we got our Downer Law Firm halftime report coming up here on Bahakel Sports at the break. We'll try and talk with Bobby Conrad, who had a big win in a women's game earlier in this one. And floater good for Cameron Jasper. Catch and shoot three. Egan hits it from three. And this lead just continues to balloon midway here through the second quarter. Shot fake, Jasper gets into the paint. Nice move, drops it off. Johnson had it altered. Offensive rebound, Patriots. And then taken away. Noonan on the break. Noonan to the bucket, lays it home. Timeout, Independence. And we'll keep it right here at the 3:49 mark of the second quarter. 14-point lead, the largest of the game for Charlotte Catholic. And folks, tonight's Bahakel Sports Game of the Week brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances. Acosta Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. And last but not least, Charlotte's hometown legal team, the Downer Law Firm. We thank you for tuning in on BahakelSports.com from wherever you may be. And what should be and has been a good one tonight, we knew coming in, Independence at 6-0 in Southwestern Conference play. And Charlotte Catholic 4-3, but they have led the entire game and suffocating defensively so far, holding Independence to just 11 points so far in the first half. Caleb Jasper feeds it inside. Alberga trying to go one-on-one with Egan. On the fadeaway, left it short. Rebound, knocked in transition. Dishes it off. Three ball from Gates, wouldn't go. And now Independence wants to push. Jasper, kick, corner. Aiden Davis from three, spins out. And the Patriots just can't get anything to fall right now from three-point lands. Gates, strong take. Alberga got a piece of it. And off and running is Jasper. Had it poked loose again, out of control in transition. Tell you what, transition D for Charlotte Catholic's been really good in this one tonight. How many times have we seen Independence alter a shot, try to lead the break, and Charlotte Catholic get it back, and Eddie David connects from three-point lands. Under 2.5 left to play, second quarter. Back out front, Jasper, he'll pull it away. Caleb Jasper and Cameron Jasper both on the floor right now for Independence. Cameron will launch from three, that's a deep one. And just keep getting pushed further and further away from the basket to the Patriots, it seems. Egan, oh, nice move. Turnaround, and he gets the roll. Beautiful footwork by Chris Egan, the 6'7 junior. 19-point lead for Charlotte Catholic. And a whistle and a reach-in foul. Three substitutions for Preston Davis and Independence here at the 138 mark. Neely backing his way in, had the shot blocked. And Charlotte Catholic comes away with it, 90 seconds left in the second quarter. Liam Gates will call the set out front. Off a curl, David sets his feet and buries it from three. And this place in the student section going bananas here at Charlotte Catholic. Corner pocket three, Carter Lee, it spins off. Boy, Charlotte Catholic's been so patient. Execution off the charts here in the first half. And through the seam, Gates hits it from distance. Wow! Raining threes here at Charlotte Catholic. And poked loose. Cougars come up with it. And with 33 seconds left, a timeout here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. 36-11. We'll keep it right here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Folks, we want to remind you that Friday night we will head to North Meck High School in the Queen City 3A, 4A Conference. Mallard Creek, North Meck coming up. That's our Friday night Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. We'll have the women starting at 6, the men to follow at 7:30 right here on BahakelSports.com. North Meck, one of the top men's teams in the state of North Carolina at the 4A classification. Right now, we look forward to bringing you that one from Huntersville Friday night. Well, this has been all Charlotte Catholic from the tip-off. Here in this one, they started out on an 8-0 start to begin the game. They've got a 36-11 lead with 33 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Kendall Lewis here with you. And a chance to strike again going into the locker room. Liam Gates backs it away. 6 on the timer. Tosses back. Open three. Just off the mark. And not trying to sky in. Couldn't get there. A half a second left. I think if you're Independence, you got to throw this one deep toward the basket. And time just going to run out. That's the end of the first half. 36-11 on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. It is all Charlotte Catholic. We'll take a break. We've got our Downer Law Firm halftime report coming up right after these messages.
coaching one better.
We welcome you back to our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Right now, Charlotte Catholic leading 36-11 at halftime in Game 2 of our doubleheader. All right, we're joined by Bobby Conrad, the head coach of the women's team here at Charlotte Catholic. A big win in Game 1 earlier tonight in our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week, 49-43 over a very good Independence team.
Very
Coach,
good.
take us through how excited you are. You now have a 2-game lead in the Southwestern 4A standings.
Yeah, that's huge in our conference. It puts us in the driver's seat. We got work to do, but we know going into the season that, hey, these 2 games are going to be huge.
Yeah.
And I told the girls at the beginning of the year we'll probably play them 4 times.
Yeah.
So to come out 2-0 in the first 2 is a big deal.
Yeah, no question about it. We know about Thomas. We know about Goff. They were huge tonight. How about Olivia Fava? She's your glue piece and did some really good things out there late in the game.
Yeah, I mean, she did some good things late, but her defense was awesome. And I think the job they did containing their 2 big-time scores in the first half was unreal.
Yeah.
And then late to come down, hit clutch free throws, and that was big.
Yeah, no question about it. And we mentioned it, the game, you guys had a 9-point lead. Independence came surging back. What did you tell your team in that final timeout when the game was kind of back and forth?
Yeah, so, we said in the locker room before the game, I said, girls, this game's coming down to the end.
Yeah.
And, I said if there's a chance to step on it and finish it, put it away, I'd like to do it. But this game's probably coming down to the end, so I said enjoy it.
Yeah.
We don't get a lot of those,
yeah.
and so that's what this is all about. And so if you're the team enjoying that moment, we're going to be okay. So then the timeout, we've gone through a bunch of adversity, a couple steals, we've given up a couple buckets, and it was just a reminder, like, hey, we're up 2, less than a minute left. This is a good spot to be in, and we take care of business and do what we're supposed to do. We're going to win.
Yeah.
So, it's just kind of that reminder so
Sure.
we didn't hit the panic button and so that we just kind of focused on the job at hand, get the ball in, get it up the floor. And
lastly, you rely on 7 seniors. You told me before the game this is a tight-knit group, and obviously you guys have been to back-to-back regional finals. How much did you rely on that experience in those seniors late in the game?
Oh, I think it was huge.
Yeah.
They made big plays, and Harper McCain, 22, made 2 huge buckets late, and really almost put it away.
Sure.
So they've, it's not every week, but they've been in big moments, and they've been in it together, and so, when things got tough, they came together, and that's what makes that group special.
Thanks, Coach. That was head coach Bobby Conrad, 49-43 win over Independence earlier. We'll get back with the second half of Game 2 right now. All Charlotte Catholic, 36-11 at the break on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Tonight's Bahakel Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, your outdoor and kitchen tailgate headquarters, and by Acosta Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. Last but not least, the Downer Law Firm, Charlotte's hometown legal team. And folks, I want to remind you, Friday night we go to Huntersville, Mallard Creek, and North Meck, our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week, with the women starting at 6, the men to follow at 7:30. That's where we're heading in just a few nights. And again, you look at those two teams. North Meck and Mallard Creek women are two of the best 4A teams in the state right now. The North Meck men as well in the top 3 in the 4A West rankings as of right now. Should be 2 good games right here on BahakelSports.com. Right now in this one, Charlotte Catholic leading Independence 36-11. We'll be right back with the second half. (36-11) as we come back to you here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. It was all Charlotte Catholic in the first half. Yeah, they've got a 25-point lead, holding Independence to just 11 points in the first half. And Chris Egan, what a nice spin move to start the second half. Hey, what, Charlotte Catholic clicking on all cylinders tonight. Mentioned Independence is the only unbeaten left, and Alberga missed the dunk inside, wide open. It's been that type of night for the Patriots so far. Alberga, the block on the other end. Egan gets it back, trying to spin it. And Alberga all through the shot. Here comes Independence. Colby Johnson. He'll pull up on the jumper. And can't get it to go. Rebound, Noah Knock. There's just a lid on the basket right now for Independence. Good find underneath. David sticks it in off glass. Slicing in, Egan swats it out of bounds. And a big-time block for the 6'7" junior. Got to get Tosh Alberga going, number 1 in green. He was a player to watch. Here's Alberga. Here he is. He'll let the jumper go. Can't get the bounce. Eddie David skies for the rebounds. And Liam Gates will push. Skip, corner 3. Rattles out. Rebound pulled in by Knock. And kick out Nguyen. Extra pass. David could knock it down. And rebound Cameron Jasper. Thomason on the other end, coast to coast, lays it home. Well, Yancey Thomason has 5 of the 13 Independence points. And by my calculation, hit their only 3 in the first half of the ball game so far. Sweet take inside by Egan. And pressure defense from Charlotte Catholic as Alberga streaks to the bucket and finishes. And on the other end, a whistle and contact against the Cougars. Let's take a against the Patriots. Let's take a second look. Egan going to go to the free throw line. And first one's up and pure for Chris Egan. This is a guy that you're going to see at the college level. Again, may not be done growing yet. It's 6'7" for Mike King's crew. Thomason sizes up David, looking for the baseline. He was sealed off. Back out front. They find Alberga off a screen. Dishes back, extra pass. Cameron Jasper couldn't hit it from three. The Independence is empty from three-point land in this one. And sweet take. Eddie David hits the step-back J. It is all Charlotte Catholic tonight. And Thomason can't connect from three. So again, I think the only three Independence has hit so far in this game is back in the second quarter from Yancey Thomason. Knock trying to slice in. Whistle and a foul, a bump against Cameron Jasper. And that's his second, team foul number 2 here in the third quarter. And they get it inbounds over the top to Eddie David. Egan spinning. Egan, sweet move. You got to love the footwork of Chris Egan. Just gets it done for Charlotte Catholic. Not the flashiest player on the floor, but excellent footwork. And an even better defender as Alberga cleans it up off glass. 48-17 with under 4 minutes left to play. And off glass, yes. 50-17. Little driving kick back out front. Caleb Jasper saves it to his brother Cameron. And time just ticking away with 3.5. 33-point deficit for the Patriots. Thomason on his step back. And his foot was on the line. He was fouled shooting. Well, this should be 2 shots for Yancey Thomason. And Thomason at the free throw line for Independence. Shooting 2 as he cashes in on the first. So again, Independence won the first meeting between these two teams by 14, 59-45. And substitutions for both teams. Thomason at the free throw line again with one more. And he hits it 50-19. With Charlotte Catholic's been so patient offensively tonight. Here's Egan. Into the paint, little turnaround. Can't get it to go. And rebound collected in by the Patriots. And if Charlotte Catholic able to finish this thing off with 2:50 left of the third, and if they're able to pick up a win tonight, it would be the first conference loss for Independence of the season. And out of bounds. This will go back to the Patriots with 2:41 remaining in the third. Checking in for Charlotte Catholic is John Riley Gregory, the junior at 6'6". Tell you what, Charlotte Catholic's got some size underneath when you think about Egan and Gregory underneath. And Yancey Thomas will pull it away for Independence. Long two, off the heel of the rim. Offensive rebound pulled in by Neely. The kick out, corner, Caleb Jasper for three. Tapped around in the corner, Thomason saves it. And Charlotte Catholic comes away with it. And Gates will back it away as the Cougars look to eat some clock. Catching fire from three, Knock hits it. Noah Knock knocks it down. Thomason will just hoist it up. And Independence just been out of system tonight offensively. And a takeaway, a steal. Coast to coast, Jasper, the lay-in. When you think about Independence, this is a team that won a state championship at the 4A level back in the 2020 season. They're just 3 years removed from that state championship. Preston Davis was their head coach back then. (53-21) our score with 1:14. And both teams going to head back to their huddles here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. And we've got an injured player. That's Tosh Alberga, who's down along the baseline. And, folks, once again, we want to remind you that our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week is brought to you by Queen City Audio, Video, and Appliances, Acosta Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. And last but not least, the Downer Law Firm. That's Charlotte's hometown legal team. Tosh Alberga back up on his feet, which is a good sign for Independence as he walks it off for the Patriots. Preston Davis, as we mentioned, the head coach, he's in year number 15 at Independence High School, is a PE teacher there at Independence. And what's interesting was talking with Coach Davis, he won a state championship as a player, but he also won a state championship as a coach, as we mentioned 3 years ago at the 4A level. Well, it's not too many guys across the state that you can look at and say, hey, they won a state championship as a player and a coach, but Preston Davis did that. Charlotte Catholic with the basketball, just over a minute to play, third quarter. Inside, turnaround no for Gregory, and Charlotte Catholic gets it back out front. Again, just eating some of this clock. They had a 25-point lead at halftime. And nearly a steal. Aiden Davis deflects it out of play. And there's 39.8 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Well, you talk about a major momentum swing tonight. If Charlotte Catholic can cap off this great performance, their best outing of the year, no question tonight. And it's 55-21. Good ball movement. Davis gives a shot fake. Inside of Macharia, the freshman, going to work. Macharia draws the foul, and he'll go to the free throw line for Independence. This kid right here, Lucemo Macharia, has got a ton of upside. Coach Davis extremely high on him. He's already about 6'6" as a ninth grader. And again, he's played limited minutes tonight, but we saw Independence going back a few weeks ago against Providence. He was pivotal in that win for the Patriots just after New Year's. And it is 55-22. The heave, that's going to do it. We've played 3 here at Charlotte Catholic High School. And the Cougars dominating fashion, 55-22. We'll be right back with a 4th after these messages. (55-22) as we come back to with a 4th quarter on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Tonight, Kendall Lewis here with you from Charlotte Catholic High School. It has been all Charlotte Catholic from the tip-off tonight. I think this is sending shockwaves across the Southwestern Conference tonight. Just a dominating performance for Mike King. As Macharia can't hit it from 3. The stick back, yes. I don't think anyone in the league saw this coming. And make no mistake about it, Preston Davis and his Independence crew, they've got a great ball club. We mentioned 6-0 coming into tonight. Won the first meeting between these two teams. And a pickpocket from Macharia. Catching fire from the corner, and Burgess hits it. Little momentum from some of the reserves for Preston Davis here in the 4th quarter, getting some time. I mentioned Independence has got some really good young talent, good JV program. Here's the steal from Zion Bosley Slade, and knocked out of his hands. Last touch by the Cougars. It'll stay on this end with 6:56. Bosley Slade, corner 3, no. And rebound from Joseph Kapsiak, who is seeing some time for Coach King here, Charlotte Catholic. Steal, coast to coast on the other end and out of bounds. Well, if you're Independence, you'll have to regroup after this one tonight. I'll tell you what, for Charlotte Catholic, they are at South Meck tomorrow night. This is actually a 3-game week for the Cougars of Charlotte Catholic. Now, tomorrow night's matchup with South Meck, that's a non-conference matchup. They'll return back to conference play at Rocky River on Friday night. Got a chance to build on some of this momentum here if you're the Cougars. We mentioned that Independence and Butler are the top 2 teams. As Davis launches and connects from 3. Big 3 for the Patriots. Inside, good feed, second chance, no. Missing the bunny from close range. Davis hit it from that spot a moment ago. Looked at the 3 that time. Macharia, ball fake. He'll let it go. Missed everything on the jumper. And they feed this one inside to Edgar Escobedo, who draws the foul. First one's up and good for Escobedo. And Charlotte Catholic, again, we mentioned a 3-game week at South Meck tomorrow night. That's a really good team here in the Charlotte metro area this year. It'll be a nice non-conference test for Charlotte Catholic. Then they play Rocky River Friday night. Macharia faces up. Macharia trying to go to work. And whistle and a reach-in foul called on Charlotte Catholic. And team foul number 1 here in the fourth quarter. If you're Independence, you have to regroup again for your next Southwestern Conference battle coming up in a few days. We mentioned Butler in second place. Their only conference loss of the season was to Independence back on the 19th, 52-41. Independence is home against Garinger on Friday night. They'll have to regroup. They have a few days to do just that. This conference race still wide open. We mentioned when you look at these two teams, 5 games left in the regular season, not including the Southwestern Conference 4A. Deep three, short. And this one's off the leg of Brady. It'll stay with Independence. 4:32 remaining in the fourth quarter. Aiden Davis, he'll let it go from 3. And it just won't drop. It's been a struggle from three-point land for Independence tonight. And offensively, buckets have been tough to come by as they drop this one off inside as Lee sticks it in for 2. The final 4 minutes of this one here at Charlotte Catholic High School. Once again, 5 games left in the regular season for both teams in conference play. If Charlotte Catholic will win tonight, they'll be 5-3 in the Southwestern 4A standings now. Depending on what Butler does, could inch closer to second place in the conference. Independence, this is going to be their first conference loss of the season. We mentioned that right now they do have the tie over Butler because they beat Butler back on the 19th to get sole possession of first place in the league. Back up strong for 2. Preston short. Carter Lee lets it go for 3 on the other end. Gates the rebounds. Drops it off in transition to Brady. Pringle, he'll let it go on a mid-range J. Catching fire from 3 for Nick Barnes. Now Davis, after the offensive rebound, hits a 3 from the corner. And a quick timeout with 2:54 left to play on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. It's all Charlotte Catholic tonight. We'll be right back after these messages. 58-35 as we come back to you on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week tonight. Well, we've had two really good games. Our doubleheader of the night, I should say. The Charlotte Catholic women able to come away with a big 49-43 victory. We had head coach Bobby Conrad on at halftime to talk. It gives him a 2-game lead in the Southwestern 4A Conference right now, which is huge when you think about state playoff seeding. And we knew coming into this game, Charlotte Catholic, this was, you hate to say it, but it was almost like a must-win for the Cougars tonight. They were 4-3 entering, so they're going to pick up their 5th conference win. And again, it's dicey when you start hanging around that 3-4 line in your conference in terms of making the state playoffs. But not just that. Now Charlotte Catholic, with 5 more conference games left after tonight, has put themselves in the driver's seat to jump into second, possibly even to first place, if they're able to continue this momentum that we've seen from the Cougars tonight. Three-ball no from Burgess. And Alberga, bit of a frustration foul as Preston Short boxed out for the rebound. Escobedo inside, couldn't get it to go off glass. And how about 3 chances, the third time the charm. Preston Short gets another bucket for the Cougars. Well, Charlotte Catholic never trailed. They started this game out up 8-0. Had a 36-11 lead at halftime. Lead feed out in front for Alberga. And he's blocked from behind, and a whistle and body contact against Charlotte Catholic. So we take a second look at the replay. Josh Alberga banks in the first. We mentioned a bit of a rough night for Tosh, who's getting Division II and Division III interest. We mentioned last year was the Defensive Player of the Year in this conference. Makes both free throws, and Lucemo Macharia checks back in. I was talking with Coach Davis about that because not every conference does a conference defensive player of the year, and Alberga claimed that honor last year. Macharia blocks this one. He said that all the coaches got together, implemented that award, which I think is great for this league, and you should have it across conferences statewide, no question. A whistle and a bump as Burgess was driving to the basket. Once again, Independence will be back at home against Garinger Friday night. Charlotte Catholic will travel to South Meck tomorrow night for a non-conference game. And then back to Southwestern play Friday night against Rocky River. And what is one of the best performances of the season for Mike King's crew. 3-ball good in Hecker. And everyone getting involved in the party for Charlotte Catholic. This will be the 13th victory of the season for the Cougars. Turnaround, Aiden Davis, no. Charlotte Catholic was coming off back-to-back losses against United Faith and Providence, but tonight, Mike King's crew finds a way to get it done in dominating fashion against the Patriots of Independence. They hand Independence their first conference loss of the season tonight here at home, and they improved to 13-6, 5-3 in conference play. Independence now 14-5 overall, 6-1 in conference play. For Kendall Lewis, the rest of our Bahakel Sports production crew, our final score, 63-39 from Charlotte tonight.